As someone that spent millions of dollars on Meta and Google ads, I want to show you how companies and marketers are leveraging AI mid-2025 to make ridiculous amounts of money. The craziest part is the technology is just about there, and over the next 6 months, billions of dollars of ad spend is going to go into AI creatives. So I created this super simple diagram, and if you're in the paid marketing space, it'll probably make a lot of sense. If not, the context is extremely important if you want to make money. So let's start with the middle. We have the Meta logo there as well as the Google AdWords logo. And they're essentially a duopoly on internet marketing and are both trillion-dollar companies, 100% based on their ad platforms. So about 10 years ago, it was very crucial that if you're running a paid ads campaign, that you had someone that knew exactly what they were doing, set up the campaigns perfectly, and manage all the targeting. So on these platforms, you have millions of advertisers and they're all competing against each other. Meta and Google have dumped billions of dollars into their AI, instructing it with one goal: make them as much profit as possible. And it turns out the targeting was the solution to that problem. The platform's goal is to make the most money, and to do that, they need to make the advertisers make the highest return so they can continue dumping money into ads. And the solution is relevance. So here's an example. We have 100 people all scrolling on Instagram. And for this example, you're a real estate agent trying to show a new listing. Now, traditionally, back in the day, you'd show the ad to all 100 people. But the glaring problem with that is most of these people aren't even qualified to buy a house. Let's just say the people on the top row are qualified. Then it really comes down to intent. Many of these people on the top already like where they live or don't have any intention of looking at new places. But with all the millions of data points that the platforms have, the algorithm can determine that these two users are both qualified to buy a house and they're interested in it. They're looking up stuff on Zillow. They're looking at school districts. They're making very specific purchases. Only people that are planning on moving are doing. Now, in this simplified example, they only need to run that ad to these two specific people, leaving the other 98 people completely undisturbed and able to serve them a different relevant ad to their interest. So, for example, the algorithm may determine that these two users over here love traveling, and they'll show them an ad specific to that interest. Then, the algorithm may determine that the two people over here like fast fashion and sell them a new piece of clothing. And you can see where this trend is going. If the algorithm successfully targets just the two people, then it saves 98% of the budget, or it can create a 50x return on the same amount of people. And that's the exact reason why Meta pushes this feature called Advantage Plus Audiences. They know how to track the people down better than you could ever. There are some cases in which you have customer lists or you have very specific needs that you need to show the algorithm. But for most campaigns, the AI can already take over and do all the targeting work. So now that we got that out of the way, where do we stand? Currently, we have this giant black box in the middle, which is the ad platforms. We have the inputs, and then we have the outputs. So on the input side, we have creatives. Creatives today are extremely, extremely important. They're also very important for organic marketing because competition is extremely intense. When it comes to creatives, here are the main three things. First off is just quantity. Advertisers need tons and tons of creatives because oftentimes one specific marketing angle hits and produces all of the profits. Advertisers also need a variation of creatives. They need static images, they need well-designed copy, they need slideshows, they need Instagram Reels, they need Instagram Stories, they need every type of content imaginable. And then the third part is quality. They need ads that hook audiences and convince them to perform the actions that they need. And this is where I'm going to lead into my post that I did on my school community, which is called AI Creative Agency, the new marketing business model about to print millions of dollars. Congratulations to the first 1,000 people that joined this community while it was completely free. We've now bumped the price to $10 a month. And over the next few months, we're going to be scaling it up to $100 a month. So make sure to get in as soon as you can. The membership dues for this community are going to go into creating the courses and templates for all the members, as well as orchestrating weekly events, but more on that later. So I highly recommend you join the community and read the full post, but for everyone on YouTube, I'll be summarizing it. So essentially there is a huge opportunity to generate AI creatives for businesses. And as I showed you in this diagram here, the creatives are absolutely crucial in winning in advertising in today's day and age. So if you were following this channel a couple months ago, I created this automation that takes a product and spins it into tons of visual creatives that advertisers can use on social media marketing. The key to making money in today's age is implementing systems like this for brands so they can constantly refresh the creatives on their paid ads on a weekly or monthly basis. So there are two super powerful advantages when it comes to this business model. The first one is you can get this started without any paid ads experience. All you need to know is content and the types of formats people need. But here's the kicker. If you do know what you're doing and you've run paid ads before, it's even better. You can bundle this as a service and accept substantially more clients than you ever could before, because you can now create creatives on autopilot and you no longer have to worry about doing crazy photo shoots or rejecting clients because you don't want to handle the creative side. So if this business model interests you and you want to make money at home working on creative strategy for brands, this is what I recommend. First, I filmed a 2-hour masterclass on learning N8N. Learning the tool is extremely crucial if you want to create an AI creatives agency, as once you do so, you'll be able to implement this template that I have completely free that allow you to generate static images. You can also use this template I have right here, which will allow you to create VO3 videos for advertising using the figurehead of the company's voice and image. And that leads to the next part of the journey. It's going to be an entire suite of N8N workflows that will allow you to run the most profitable AI creative agency out there. And these automations will plug and play with any new models that come out in the future. And the three focuses on this project are going to be the ad copy, AI image creatives, and AI video creatives. We have just begun starting this project, and everyone in the school community will get access to the most up-to-date version of all the templates. Of course, I'll still be creating content on all the breaking AI updates, but if you want access to those exclusive templates that we're building out, as well as a community of like-minded people that are all crushing it in the marketing space, then I highly recommend you join the school now while it's only $10 a month, because that's essentially beta pricing, and once everything is out, the price is going to be significantly more expensive. So honestly, this side of the equation is what I'm going to be focusing on for the next few months. And of course, once we have this completely down, the next part is the AI automations that you go through after the advertising. As someone that set up ads for many people in the past, the one thing I noticed that most companies have in common is they're not treating the data that they're getting out of the ads as important as they really should be. You can use these exact tools like N8N and plug them into your advertisements so that every time someone submits their information, it updates the CRMs, it creates custom content for them, it gives the company's sales team more context and everything you need to extend the return on ad spend as high as you can, which is the ultimate goal of what we're doing. I highly recommend you get started learning these tools soon, because when VO4 comes out, for example, the world is going to be absolutely turned upside down. I have another video coming out very soon on AI UGC, so keep your eyes open for that one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.